Here's the last of the figures from the Avengers, Classic Avengers box set from Toy Biz, and it's Giant Man. Giant Man is, of course, the same person as Ant-Man, and you can see the difference in size. Ant-Man comes up to Giant Man's knees. Iron Man comes up to about his midsection, so there's quite a size difference. This is such a great, such a good mold that when the Legends figures came out, they actually repainted this as a Goliath figure in the Goliath colors. Now, they weren't quite as costume accurate because they still had the same molding here, as well as the antenna, which the Goliath costume did not have. It is, a very telling that they reused this same figure in the Legends line. Eventually, they would revisit Giant Man as a Build-A-Figure in the Walmart exclusive wave. What Iron Man is to this Giant Man is to the Build-A-Figure Giant Man. It's ridiculously huge, and you can see up there. So, and just to give you a sort of scale of these guys, and even there, and you can note the subtle differences in the costumes. Of course, the Ant-Man has the 2 gas canisters right there, while Giant Man didn't need the gas canisters to become giant. And you can see that the costume, you have a circle and then a that leads up to a ring, whereas you have a circle and a sort of Y formation, as opposed to the Build-A-Figure, which has this V shape and the white belt. Now, you'll probably see a review of this big guy later. His head goes left to right. His antennae are very thin and very fragile. And you can actually see it. This one broke, but I super glued it together. So, you gotta watch out for his antenna. His arms go in and out and all around. They bend at the elbow. There's no wrist rotation. He has waist articulation. His legs go forward, and that's as far back as they go. He does bend at the knee, as well as bend at the foot, ankle here. As for the backstory on Giant Man, it's the same backstory as Ant-Man until he joins the Avengers. And then once he joins the Avengers, the reason why he becomes Giant Man is because he sees Thor and Hulk and Iron Man, and he sees these, well, they're so powerful. I'm just a stupid little Ant-Man with my little ants. What can I do? So he says, well, I can use my little PIM particles to make myself small. Why can't I then do the reverse of that and use the PIM particles to make myself big? which he does. And for a while, he's actually stuck at this size. It'd be, I think, 10 feet. So, it's he's stuck at that size at about 10 feet for a while before he's cured, and then leaves the giant man persona for Goliath. I think he didn't call himself Goliath. And then he goes to Yellow Jacket. Then he goes back to Giant Man. Then he goes back to Goliath. And then he goes back to Ant-Man. And then he goes back to just Pym. So, yeah, probably one of the most prolific named characters. Yes, for one guy, he has a lot of superhero identities. And so, that'll be it for these reviews. Unfortunately, there's no more of these box sets. I would have liked to have seen a maybe like something like a Cap's Quirky quartet, with Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, and Quicksilver, and maybe Fantastic Four set would have been nice, but as they started doing the Marvel Legends, and there wasn't really any need for them to do anymore. So anyway, that'll be it. Until my next review, see ya.